This story is about some children who travel through time using a ghost book in order to save their friend. But doing this is not so easy. They have to face such monsters who used to control time. Think of it like this. This movie is a time travel adventure movie. To know the whole story, stay with me till the end of the video because in the end of the movie we are also going to see a strong suspense. I request all of you that please like the video. Just one like from you will give the video a good push. Therefore on today's video, everyone must drop one like. We keep the target of 1K likes because the more likes a video gets, the more the reach of the video increases. So, let's begin friends, today's movie. The story begins with three friends whose names are Kazuki, Sunny, and Taichi. These people go to an old temple because they had heard a rumor. The rumor was that whoever person goes to that temple and asks for a wish, then his wish comes true. After going there, all three children ask for a wish. Immediately after which their wish goes inside a pot, and a ghost picks up this pot and runs away from there. That ghost taking the pot goes to an old bookshop, where the owner was already waiting for him. The ghost says that I have brought the wishes of three children, and now the time has come to use the ghost book. The owner of that bookshop smiles and says, will these children be able to follow the rules of this book? On which the ghost answers yes, and says that he feels that these children are very brave and they will definitely try. In return, the owner says go, and at night tell these children about this interest. At night, Kazuki is asleep. Then that ghost comes to him and says that if he wants to complete his wish, then tomorrow he will have to come to that old bookshop. Kazuki feels that maybe it was his dream or something. But the next day, through his friends, he comes to know that last night that same ghost had come to them also. Now, all three decide that they will definitely go to that bookshop. After reaching school, in their class a new teacher comes whose name was Miss Hayama because their class teacher was on leave. After school, these three children go to that bookshop, and the same teacher Hayama was secretly following these three children. After going inside, the children see that the owner of that bookstore is asleep. They find there on the racks an old mysterious book which they pick up and start running away from there. The owner of that shop tells them that they must first follow the rules of that book. Otherwise, they will get trapped in trouble. From outside, that shop looked small, but in reality inside it was quite big. The children with great difficulty somehow come out from there and see that outside the whole world has turned upside down. When Kazuki goes home, he comes to know that his house has also completely changed. Sunny and Taichi also experience the same thing. The three start looking for humans in the city, but there they find their friend Minato, who in the real world was in a coma. They start to feel that maybe they all have died or have reached some alternate timeline. They do not tell this thing to Minato and think of going back to the bookshop. But as soon as they go there, they find that that bookshop has disappeared from there. Kazuki remembers that Miss Hayama had also, while following them, come into this world. Sunny tells that Hayama is his distant relative. By giving her address, they go to her house. They see that Miss Hayama is also scared, thinking about where she has come and why here everything is so changed. The children explained to her that they had found the ghost book, that too inside that mysterious bookshop. But as soon as they came outside, their world turned upside down, and here strange kinds of monsters are roaming. All these people look at that ghost book. On the cover of that book, number 7 was written, and on it 2 bold lines were. In that book, they see that same ghost who had come to meet them last night. In that book, it was written that this ghost is one of those 7 monsters. If they catch that monster and imprison him in the book, then he will tell them the next task, and every monster they can use only one time. When they seal all the monsters in the book, then their wish will be fulfilled. But doing this task was not so easy. In this, their life could also go. Now these children look at each other's faces, but they also knew that they must complete this task. After some time in that same house, they see that monster, that too above the chandelier. All these people try to catch him, but he does not come in their hand because along with being small, he was very fast also. After much effort, in Taichi's mind comes an idea, and he removes the cloth covering it, and with great difficulty, these people seal that monster in that book. As soon as the monster is imprisoned in the book, that book starts glowing in a strange way. Now they had understood how this book works. If, after catching that monster, they set him free, then he will complete any one of their tasks. Now these people set that monster free, and ask him about the next task. That monster tells them that whenever they catch one monster, the book gives them the location of the next monster. When Kazuki asks that monster about the 2 lines made on that book, then that monster tells that the meaning of those 2 lines is that they have only 2 days. If within 2 days they do not catch 7 monsters, then they will always be trapped here. Hearing this, all children get frightened, but in their hearts they also knew that they will have to complete this task so that their wishes can be fulfilled. For this, even Minato and Hayama agree. But Minato and Hayama do not know anything about that wish. What this wish actually is, we will get to know further in the video. After some time, through that book the location of the second monster appears, which was inside a cave. After this, all these people go to that cave. And with great difficulty, after entering inside, they see that the whole cave is made of glass. Here they find a monster who attacks them, but while fighting, Kazuki gets trapped there. And on the other hand, Sunny, with great difficulty, saves Taichi's life. Seeing the condition of his friends, Kazuki also fights that monster with full courage and finally imprisons him inside that book. After catching this monster, now that book had become a bit bigger. On the other hand, now that ghost of the bookshop appears again and says to them that this is just the beginning. You still have many big and difficult tasks left. At night, Kazuki and Taichi go to Minato's house and tell him everything. Minato feels that maybe this is his dream, because in reality Minato is still in coma. But these people had really come to him in this timeline. In the morning, Sunny and Taichi see that Kazuki is still sad. Then they ask him the reason for this. Kazuki says that in his life he never had any friends. But after meeting them, his life has changed. And if anything happens to them, then he will not be able to bear it. On this, both Sunny and Taichi explain to him that we all are together in this, and we will not let anything happen to each other. Now they all again open the book, and this time the location of the third monster appears, which was a library. All of them go to that library and start looking for the monster. Then suddenly that monster comes in front of them. This monster was more dangerous than before. He attacks them with books and paper. That monster says that he has been the protector of this library for many years and no one can defeat him. But with great difficulty, with each other's help, they trap that monster and put him inside the book. Now they had caught 3 monsters. When they catch this third monster, then the book again becomes bigger and heavier. Then that monster tells them that now the next monster is in the amusement park. All of them get ready and go to that park. But there they see that there is no human being, only monsters are roaming there. When they start looking for the next monster, then suddenly a clown monster comes in front of them, who is very scary. He catches Sunny and lifts her up in the air. Seeing this, all get scared. But Taichi and Kazuki together attack that monster. With much effort, they make him fall and trap him in the book. When they seal this 4th monster, the book again shines and they see that there are only a few hours left for them. The ghost says that now the next monster is even more dangerous, who has the power to control dreams. If you all get trapped in his dreams, then you will never be able to come back. Hearing this, everyone gets worried. But even then they get ready to go to the next location because they knew if they stop then they will get trapped here forever. Now the book shows the next location, which was an old hospital. All of them go inside that hospital, and there they see that there are many mirrors everywhere. Suddenly they all get trapped inside the mirrors. They see their own illusions and do not understand what is happening. At the same time, that dream monster comes in front of them and says that now they will never be able to leave from here. Kazuki remembers his mother, who had died many years ago. He sees her in the mirror. He almost gets trapped in that illusion. But Sunny explains to him that this is all an illusion and not the truth. With great difficulty, they all together fight that monster and seal him in the book. Now only 2 monsters were left. The book again glows and becomes even heavier. Hayama sees this and says that maybe this book is also testing their friendship and courage, because every monster is attacking their fear and weakness. Now the book shows the next location, which was a big clock tower. All of them reach there and see that the whole tower is surrounded by gears and clocks. Suddenly a monster appears there who had the power to control time. He stops time, and because of this all of them freeze. But Kazuki somehow moves his hand a little and drops the book on the ground. As soon as the book touches the ground, it shines and time again starts moving. Taking advantage of this, they attack the monster. But that monster again freezes time. This time, Sunny cleverly throws a stone at the clock's main gear, because of which the time flow again starts. Taking this chance, all of them together catch that monster and trap him inside the book. Now only one monster was left. But when they open the book, then no location appears. Everyone gets worried that maybe the last monster does not exist. Suddenly the ghost again appears and says that the last monster is none other than Minato. Hearing this, all get shocked, because Minato was their friend and they had never thought of imprisoning him. The ghost says that Minato's wish was to live again because in the real world, he was in coma and was about to die. That is why he had become the last monster. If they do not imprison him, then no one's wish will be fulfilled, and they all will remain stuck here forever. Hearing this, Minato also gets sad and says that he does not want to become a burden on them. He requests his friends to catch him in the book so that their wishes can also be fulfilled. Kazuki refuses and says that he will never do this. But Minato himself attacks them and forces them to catch him. With great difficulty, crying and broken, they seal Minato in that book. As soon as Minato is imprisoned, the book shines brightly and then suddenly closes. The ghost comes and says that now all 7 monsters have been caught. That means their wish will be fulfilled. Suddenly Kazuki, Sunny, Taichi, and Hayama find themselves back in the real world. Everything is the same as before. They are happy that now they are free, but at the same time, they run to the hospital to see Minato. When they go there, they see that Minato's eyes are slowly opening. The doctors are surprised that Minato has come out of coma. All 4 friends get tears in their eyes seeing this. In the end, the ghost again appears and says that every wish comes with a price. You people saved your friend, but remember one thing, the ghost book is still not destroyed. Maybe one day it will open again and call new children towards itself. Saying this, the ghost disappears and the movie ends with a suspense that maybe the story has not ended yet.